In previous classes, we learned about that different characteristics of matter, that is fluidity, compressibility, density, and then volume, fixed, and that is these are that we discussed in previous classes. Now today we discussed about that can matter change its state? The question is that can matter change its state? Answer is yes. How the matter is changed its state? Say for example, ice cubes. Ice cubes. Can it changes its states? Yes, it changes its states. So how it changes its states? Ice cubes changes its states in liquid also. How it changes it in a liquid? By the change of temperature. That is, the topic is next in the change of matter is the topic first is that effects of change of temperature. Effects of change of temperatures. So if we take a beaker, so it's wire gauze we are, this is inside the beaker we putting that ice cubes. So ice cubes we put by the help of a Bunsen burner. By the help of that Bunsen burner we heat up, we put a thermometer here. So you observe it that ice cubes takes time to melt, to change into a liquid. Why? Because there is a the ice is in a solid in state that it has a force of attractions, that energy is used to break that force of attraction between that solid particles. So until that force of attraction is not applied on that ice cubes, it doesn't break change into a liquid. So the temperature is not rises because of force of attraction is applied on where the temperature is, the force of attraction of the temperature is applied on ice cubes, so that temperature is not shows the rise. After then it changes takes place, the breakdown of force of attraction changes takes place, then it rises the temperature. Okay, so that one more point is here, as that temperature is increases, temperature is increased, kinetic energy is also increase. Kinetic energy is also increase. Thus, this is one of the important topic, that is point. Temperature is also increases, the kinetic is also increase. Okay, by very speedily the temperature increases, that kinetic energy also that much of increasing, showing that activity. Okay, so that next is we go to that what is the melting point. Definition of melting point means that the process in which that solid substances changes into a liquid at a given temperature and atmospheric pressure, called as the melting point. So once again I repeat the definitions. The process in which solid substance changes into liquid at a given temperature of atmospheric pressure, that is called as a melting point. Okay, next that what is latent heat of fusion? Latent heat of fusion. latent heat of fusion. This is the one of the important topic. The amount of heat energy required to convert solid into liquid at atmospheric temperature at its melting point. So this is the definition of latent heat of fusion. So I just already explained that in a beaker we are taken ice cubes, that it doesn't show that in the beginning the temperature rise. Why? Because due to the latent heat of fusion. It means the amount of heat energy required to convert solid to liquid at atmospheric temperature at its melting point, called as a latent heat of fusion. So latent heat of fusion is hidden. The heat is hidden. Where it is hidden, the heat, it helps to break that molecules, that break that force of attraction between the molecules. That is called as a latent of fusion. That is hidden heat. Latent means hidden. Okay. So this is about the latent of heat of fusion. What is that? Um, that is melting point of ice is that we discuss now. You write down first this one topic. Write down this. Okay. So next, what is the boiling point? What is the boiling point? That melting point, I already told you that's what is the boiling point. Boiling point means that it is the process in which the liquid particles just changes into a gaseous form at its temperature and atmospheric pressure, called as the boiling point. Once again I tell you that the definition of the boiling point, very simple, that liquid particles, it's a process of liquid particles changes into gaseous form at a given temperature at its atmospheric pressure, called as a boiling point. So that is also an important definition. And then we go to that next is at what temperatures that water become a solid state. At the temperature is 0 degree Celsius, water is in the form of ice. Okay, remember that is also at 0 degree Celsius, water is in the form of ice, or which is equal to that 273 degree Kelvin. 273 degree Kelvin. This is 0 degree, which is equal to the 273 Kelvin. So that is water is in the form of ice. What is that boiling point of water? So that is 100 degree Celsius. So that's liquid water changes into gaseous form, which is equal to the 373 Kelvin, which is equal to the 373 Kelvin. That standard temperature is Kelvin, in the form of Kelvin we taken, that is 373 Kelvin. This is about that that is boiling point, and then zero, the temperatures of ice cubes, and then that boiling point of that liquid. Okay. Next, what is the latent heat of latent heat of vaporization? That is also important point. This is also, that is the heat required to convert liquid into gaseous form at its atmospheric temperature and its melting point. This is the latent heat of vaporization. Remember, that is also important definition. What is latent heat of vaporization? The heat required to convert liquid into gaseous forms at its atmospheric pressures at a boiling points, called as the latent heat of vaporization. Okay, this one is also remembering. Next topic, we go to that effects of what is a solid carbon dioxide. That is also important topic है. So next we write on this. Effects of change of pressure. There are one, we already discussed effect of change of temperature. Now we discussed another how it's that change that matter are changes in states. So one more point is that effects of change of pressures. So here one examples we see here. So this is a gas jar. We are in the gas jar, that air is filled here. So we are putting here a piston. So first step is that with applying a pressure, what happened, that particles come near. What happened, that particles comes near. Finally what happened, this changes into liquid form. Finally it changes into liquid form. That is also because of effects of change of pressures. There is a different pressures we are applying here, so that first the gas particles are there in the distance there, and then as the pressure applied, the particles are comes near, and then more pressure is applying, that particles are changes into a liquid form. Okay, this is the effects of change of pressures. Next, what is dry ice? What is dry ice? Dry ice means that is the solid converted into a what is dry ice? It's very simple. Dry ice means that solid carbon dioxide directly converted into gaseous form. that is gaseous form at a low pressure, so that is called as a dry ice. So that is solid carbon dioxide directly converted into a gaseous form at a low pressures to 1 atmosphere of low pressure, so up to 1 atmosphere. Okay, so that is called as a dry ice. Remember that this is also important questions. What is dry ice? If asked, you write down this also. Okay, next, that is solid, liquid, and then gaseous. If that solid substance changes into a liquid at a given temperature, so that is called as a fusion. That is called as a fusion, and then liquid changes into a gaseous called as a vaporization. The liquid changes into gaseous called as a vaporization, and then the gases changes into solid called as a sublimation. The same way, if the gaseous changes into liquid called as a condensation. Condensation. Again, that liquid changes into solid called as a solidification. Again, that solid changes into gaseous or gaseous changes into solid called as also a sublimation. Remember this. This is definition comes. What is solidification? As the process in which the liquid changes into solid called as the solidification, or the process what is fusion, that solid changes into a liquid at a given temperature, so it is atmospheric pressure called as the fusion. So what is vaporization? Ask definitions, that liquid atmosphere changes into gaseous, the liquid, the process in which the liquid changes into gaseous form at a given temperature, that is atmospheric pressure called as vaporization. So next, what is condensation? If asked, the process in which gaseous changes into liquid by cooling, that is called as a condensation. And sublimation means that the substance which is solid changes into directly gaseous form, not in a liquid form, called as the sublimation. And the same, that vice versa, that is gaseous which is converted into solid, that is also without changing into liquid form, called as the sublimation. Okay, this is the important topic. Next, we discussed about that vaporization, effects of vaporizations. Okay, or what are that effects on which factors effects on evaporations. Okay, these are the topics next week discussed. Okay.